Imagine a town, bustling with life one day, completely silent the next. Streets once filled with the sounds of children playing and merchants hawking their wares, now echo only with the wind. What happened here? Where did everyone go? Today, we peeling back the layers of time to uncover the chilling secrets of the world's most fascinating ghost towns. From dusty gold rush settlements in the American West to eerie, abandoned islands in Japan, these places are frozen in time, each with a story to tell. Are you ready to step into the past and explore the mysteries they left behind? Let's start our journey in the American West, a landscape littered with the skeletal remains of once booming towns. Picture this, it's the mid-1800s. A whisper of gold turns into a roar, and thousands of hopeful prospectors flood into remote canyons and mountainsides. Towns like Bodie, California, spring up almost overnight. At its peak, Bodie was a wild place with over 10,000 residents, dozens of saloons, and a reputation for brawls and shootouts. They called it a sea of sin, lashed by the tempests of lust and passion. But what turned this thriving, chaotic town into a silent specter? The answer, for many of these gold rush towns, is simple: the gold ran out. The very reason for their existence vanished, and so did the people. Miners packed up their families and moved on to the next rumored strike, leaving behind their homes, their businesses, and the ghosts of their dreams. When the mines closed, the economy collapsed. The railroads that once connected these towns to the outside world were rerouted or abandoned. Bodie's decline was gradual at first, but a massive fire in 1932 sealed its fate, destroying most of the town. Today, what remains is preserved in a state of arrested decay. Walking through Bodie is like stepping onto a movie set, with tables still set for dinner and goods still on the shelves of the general store. It's a haunting reminder of how quickly fortunes can change. But not all ghost towns were victims of a gold rush bust. Sometimes, the cause is far more tragic and sudden. Let's travel across the world to Pripyat, in modern-day Ukraine. On April 26, 1986, Pripyat was a vibrant, modern city, home to nearly 50,000 people, most of whom worked at the nearby Chernobyl nuclear power plant. It was a picture of Soviet prosperity, with schools, hospitals, a swimming pool, and even a brand new amusement park set to open in just a few days. The iconic Ferris wheel, now a symbol of the disaster, had never even carried a single passenger. Then, in the early hours of the morning, reactor number 4 at the Chernobyl plant exploded. The city of Pripyat was engulfed in a silent, invisible cloud of deadly radiation. It took the government 36 hours to begin evacuating the city. Residents were told it was only temporary, to pack just a few essentials for a 3-day trip. They left everything behind: family photos on the walls, toys scattered on the floor, homework open on desks. They never returned. Today, Pripyat is a chilling, radioactive wilderness. Nature is slowly reclaiming the concrete buildings. Trees grow through the floors of apartments, and wildlife roams the empty streets. It's a terrifying monument to human error and one of the most poignant ghost towns on Earth. The silence here isn't just empty, it's heavy with the weight of a stolen future. Sometimes, a town's own geography becomes its downfall. Consider the incredible story of Krakow, a medieval village perched precariously on a hilltop in southern Italy. For over 1,000 years, people lived in this stunning, strategic location, its stone houses cascading down the steep slope. It survived plagues, famines, and invasions. But it couldn't survive the ground it was built on. The clay-rich hill was prone to landslides, a problem made worse by poor infrastructure and sewer work. Throughout the 20th century, a series of landslides and earthquakes rocked the village. The final blows came in the 1960s and 70s. The ground literally gave way beneath the residents' feet. Fearing for their lives, the entire population was forced to evacuate and relocate to a new town nearby. Krakow was left completely abandoned. Today, it's a breathtakingly beautiful but eerie ruin. Its empty windows stare out over the Italian countryside like vacant eyes. It is so cinematic that it has been used as a filming location for movies like The Passion of the Christ, Krakow is a stark reminder that even the most enduring communities are at the mercy of Mother Nature. But what if a town is abandoned not because of disaster or depleted resources, but because of a deliberate, calculated business decision? Let's journey to Japan, to an island that looks like a battleship from a distance. This is Hashima Island, more famously known as Gunkanjima, or Battleship Island. From the late 1800s until 1974, this tiny island was one of the most densely populated places on the planet. Why? Coal. The Mitsubishi Corporation bought the island and developed it as a massive undersea coal mining facility. They built a city on top of it, a concrete labyrinth of high-rise apartment blocks, schools, and hospitals, all interconnected by a maze of stairways and corridors. Thousands of workers and their families lived crammed together, their lives dictated by the rhythm of the mine. It was a tough existence, especially for the forced laborers brought here during World War II. But for a time, it was a functioning, self-contained community. Then, in the 1960s, petroleum began to replace coal as Japan's main source of energy. The mine was no longer profitable. In 1974, Mitsubishi officially closed it down. In just a few months, the entire population was gone. They left behind a concrete ghost city, battered by typhoons and the salty sea air. Exploring Gunkanjima today, either virtually or through a guided tour, is like visiting a dystopian ruin, a concrete jungle slowly being swallowed by the sea. From the economic boom and bust of the American West to the industrial rise and fall of Gunkanjima, the stories of ghost towns are diverse. Some are created by nature's fury, others by human ambition and error. Think of Kalmanskap in Namibia, a diamond mining town that flourished in the desert, only to be abandoned and slowly consumed by sand dunes when the diamonds ran out. The images of sand filling ornate, German-style houses are surreal and unforgettable. Or consider the underwater ghost towns, like the village of Capel in Wales, which was deliberately flooded in 1965 to create a reservoir to supply water to Liverpool. The decision was fiercely protested, but the village was sacrificed, its chapel and homes disappearing beneath the water, only to reappear during droughts like a ghost from the past. Each of these places tells a human story. A story of hope, ambition, struggle, and ultimately, departure. They are living museums, holding on to the memories of the people who once called them home. They raise profound questions about progress, permanence, and what we leave behind. When you look at a child's toy lying in the dust of Pripyat, or a perfectly preserved saloon in Bodhi, you're not just looking at an abandoned building. You're looking at a life interrupted, a community erased. These towns are powerful testaments to the fact that nothing is permanent. The bustling cities we live in today could, under the right or wrong circumstances, become the ghost towns of tomorrow. It's a humbling thought. They show us the unstoppable power of nature, the consequences of our actions, and the incredible fragility of our own civilizations. So the next time you hear the term ghost town, don't just think of dusty, empty streets. Think of the stories. Think of the thousands of lives, the laughter, the hardship, and the sudden silence. These places aren't just empty, they are full of history, waiting for us to listen. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the past. What do you think is the most fascinating reason a town becomes a ghost town? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures into the world's most mysterious places. See you next time.